Okay, a few more pieces left. This nightmare will be over.
So you start, I love UV unwrapping.
I love it. It's the best. So fun exercise if you guys ever want to learn to be really good unwrappers. So right now we're just unwrapping just haphazardly, just so everything's nice and clean and whatever. But a lot of times when you're in the studio, you don't get to make custom textures for everything you make. So you'll be provided with a finished texture, like a tileable or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, okay, make 8 crates out of this this texture, and you'll have to just already have a texture and then start pulling elements out of it and then unwrapping to it. It's a very like backwards way of working, but we basically lived our entire lives like that at SK. We to preserve memory and stuff like that. We made tileable and trim textures and just textures with like just a lot of crazy details. And we built everything off of them. Very few things had custom textures because we had a very small team. And it was bananas, but it worked really, really well. It was a cool kind of technique. It was really hard to teach people because it's like, okay, so here's a bunch of trims, go. And people didn't really understand that at first. You know, it took them a really long time to be like, well, how the hell am I supposed to unwrap a room to a bunch of textures? And you're like, well, figure it out. And people got really good at it. One buddy Aaron, is at Digital Extremes right now. He was, huh? Yeah, that's the one that almost got bombed last week. Huh? Yeah. But anyways, yeah, he was really good at it. He became like this master of just smushing objects together and making rooms look awesome. It was really cool. All right, so what I did right now is I have this crazy mesh, and I just randomly stitched it all together. Like, he gave me all these crazy pieces, and I totally ruined the unwrap. But really, the only reason I stitched them all together like that is so I could use the pelt mapper, just to get rid of seams, and then now I can go and do quick pelt. And there we go. Did a pretty nice job. And then what I can do is select one of these bottom edges, align it so it's nice and flat. Remember, keep your shit flat because it'll bake out better, as straight as you can. And did a pretty nice job for me there. If you ever run into issues where, let's say I had this guy here and I flat mapped him, and it gave me like a bunch of pieces like this. If you want to use pelt on them, you're gonna have to get rid of all those seams. Now I kind of manually did it, but what you can do is select all the faces that you want to be pelted together, and just do like a planar unwrap to it. Is there no planar one in here? Just do like a bam, whatever. Just do like a, doesn't even matter. Best line. Yeah, just do like a shitty planar map, and then you could use pelt, bam, and it'll stitch all those things together for you. So quick little workflow for that. All right. We got this. What does the backside look like? We got a couple of this. These guys we could probably weld onto this thing. Keep saying weld, I mean to say stitch. UVs. Get my terminology right. Shit. Alright. Those guys, and then I could do this like inside area.
Unwrap looks a little wonky.
Why?
I accidentally have some high poly objects that weren't hidden.
Oh.
I put an unwrap on.
Oh, I see. And then you got like a shit ton of geo in there.
Yeah.
Okay. That thing can stay. What the hell are these things? Is the back of this? Okay. So, I'm going to stitch the top of this thing first. Alright, I'm going to need some room here, so let's move that down. those guys, and then we're going to do a little bit of this. Alright, now I'm not going to leave these crazy snaky arms because we're going to bake out like shit like that right now. I got these crazy thin little things from the side here. Huh?
Tentacle arms.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit of a Cthulhu going on, but get rid of that. And I'm going to attach individual faces, and I'm going to stitch them all along the side here, just to get rid of that seam, because I'd rather have a little bit of distortion on them and not have a seam on this thing. And it's going to be a very minimal amount of distortion because it's such a gradual curve with those things. Once we average out all the stitches, it'll be nice and clean. See, look at that, it's barely different.
There's a tiny little piece that I'm like, oh, well,
What
it's
is
covered
this?
up by something that I don't need.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Throw it in the fire.
Yeah. Alright, and then these guys are just kind of like whatever. I can stitch this on there. Wow. Let me see what this looks like if I oh yeah, that's that guy, that's that in there. You know, I think I'm just going to keep it as is. It's going to be a little silly, but I feel that'll be a little bit cleaner. And then what is that attached to? That's over there. Cool. Alright. She's done. Let's do this little guy here. This guy should be easy. Just pelt map them. Select all of them. Do a flat map just to get rid of all the seams. You see here, got rid of all those seams there just by doing a quick projection map on it. This is a really quick way. So if you guys have something like this round object, and you know you want to pelt map them, so by default he has a seam right across here. If I use pelt, it's going to make two different objects for me. If I flat map them, it's going to make a bunch of objects for me. So to get rid of all those seams, I don't actually have to stitch these guys selected. I could just use the projection map and just do whatever projection. Doesn't even matter. It could look like crap like this thing. But when you do that, it gets rid of all of the seams within anything that you're projecting. And now you have like one clean, unified, stitched together piece, even though it looks like crap. And then you can use your pelt map and a relax or something on it. And then bam, you're good. You're good, son. Finished. Alright. 2 awful pieces left. Actually, I have a bunch of other pieces left too. I have those like little wires and things that I did, but I'm gonna deal with those later. I unwrapped them at home for one of the videos that we did during the week, but they're not on this machine, so I might just unwrap them again. They weren't very hard. They were just tubes. Oops. Yeah. Alright, whoa.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's beautiful, eh?
Oh, that's just a little handle.
Yeah, that's just this this handle here. It's really higher poly. I could probably still optimize it, but I don't care. I'm not scared. I'm a little scared.
You're a brave soul.
It's not bad. It just looks worse than it is. Again, let's get some elements going here. Yeah, things always look a little bit more terrifying. Element select. Bam. Top. Side. Bottom. Bottom left. Left. Alright. A little bit more manageable. You what now?
I don't like it when Matt starts thinking. When he starts thinking.
Yeah, when it starts thinking, sometimes it just commits suicide. You know what? No, I don't want to live anymore. I'm going to take all your shit with you. No, Max, you have so much to live for.
I'm gonna screw it, Max, you're being revived. Oh,
I signed a DNR.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I'll throw another Phoenix down on you. You're surviving.
I will waste all 99 of these things.
As long as you don't get killed during a cinematic, we could definitely use a Phoenix down on you. If you get killed during a cinematic, that's it. You're dead for good.
Yeah.
I always like that. What is this shit? Oh, I got like a fucking inset in here and all that. I probably don't need all this. Yeah, let me optimize this a little bit here. Oh no. Okay. Select that face, convert to edge, remove. These guys are pretty high poly too. I'm just gonna remove a couple edges here. Right here.
2 more objects.
You can do it. Power through it. I feel I want to be like a fitness coach, but not for fitness, but for modeling. So you hire me and I come to your office or house and I just fucking yell at you.
Shia LaBeouf as your life coach.
Yeah, until your shit is done. Do it, just one more vert. If you guys have Netflix, I recommend watching a movie called Nightcrawler on there with Jake Gyllenhaal. And typically he's not... he's hit and miss. He's done things that I really like, some things I really hate. It's a really fucked up movie. He plays like a nighttime photographer that takes like crime scene photos for the news and like sells them. And so he's just kind of doing like sketchy things to get really good photos so he can get paid well. And it's really dark. It's really messed up. I like it. I like dark movies. Let's isolate this guy here. Oh, look at this shit. This is a terrible low poly. Oh, that was a wasted geo here. What an idiot. Sometimes I forget I'm a piece of shit.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself.
No, I'm a piece of shit. You guys ever watch Grandma's Boy? It's like a... No, it's a really dumb movie. It's like Adam Sandler's production company, but he it's about a video game company, and these guys trying to work on a game, and it's really unrealistic to like timelines and how things are done in the video game industry, but it's pretty funny. And then there's this one Asian guy. I think he was Asian. Doesn't really matter. He was like working on stuff and somebody gave him an idea of how to do something and it was way simpler and better than what he was thinking and he just fucking loses it on himself. It's amazing. Piece of fucking shit. I like doing that. Some people do not get that humor though. I did that in front of my mom once and she's like, "No, you're not a piece of shit." I'm like, "Nah, I was just joking, Mom." Or was I?
Yeah, I can't do that around my girlfriend.
Oh no? Yeah, my girlfriend's okay, she gets it, but definitely the rest of my family would not. Yeah, I gotta keep some of my dark humor going though. My girlfriend doesn't quite enjoy how dark some humor gets. She's okay with about Louis C.K. level darkness, which is nice and dark. I like that. Speaking of dark, this is not humorous, but there was I read this story during the week, and I think it happened in India, but there was this hospital and a couple people that were working there and some other people. They were taking people's babies after they were born and replacing them with dead babies and then telling them that their babies died, and then they would sell the live babies to other people that wanted to adopt.
Yep.
It was the most horrifying fucking thing I've read in a really long time. And they weren't even selling the babies for that much. That was the other thing. They were getting like anywhere from $600 to $3,000 for a baby. Fucking mental.
It's that country.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of places. Every place has things that people do for money to support their families because there's no work. People are capable of doing some pretty fucked up shit when it means supporting their family. Even here, people work in like a really shitty factory farming, slaughterhouse situation, stepping on chickens and stuff, and I mean, you kind of just get desensitized to it, but it's not a job anybody wants to do. Well, the stepping on chickens is optional, but they do it anyways.
What do you do for hobbies? Stomp on chickens till they die.
Yeah, I stomp on chickens, and then I feed
Perfect
ducks.
job
I feed ducks fat so people can have foie gras, and it's awful. I love it. Alright, a little bit of cleaning up, optimizing here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeesh. Okay, back to unwrapping. How's the packing going over there, Steven?
What's that?
You packing?
Yeah.
Packing like it's hot? Is it awesome? I don't know what that means. Oh my god, did you guys hear the greatest news ever about the new TV show?
What new TV show?
If there's going to be a show and it's Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg
yeah.
cooking, it's going to be the greatest thing ever made for TV. After that, we will no longer need TV. It could just retire.
Yeah, I know how that show's gonna go.
It's gonna be the
Dog's
best.
gonna get stoned,
Yeah,
and
And
Martha's just gonna bake.
and you know what the best part about that whole thing? One of those two people has been to jail. I mean, Snoop Dogg might have gone to jail too, but I really hope he hasn't because I like the idea of just Martha Stewart being the one that's a felon. Or, I don't know if she's a felon, but...
You know the game Life is Strange?
Yeah.
Apparently making a live action show of that.
What?
Yeah.
How?
That's it, I quit.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, that's cool. I heard that game is fucking awesome. I've been really wanting to play it.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. The ending sucks though.
Yeah, don't tell me... Like, it's sad or just it
Oh,
blows?
sucks.
Ah, that's too bad.
So,
Yeah, I really wanted to play that. I keep forgetting.
No,
That it's
in
on
my
my
life,
list.
it's kind of a lose-lose situation.
Ah,
yeah,
really?
because it either
Don't tell
One
me.
thing happens or another thing happens.
Yeah, fair enough.
But it's supposed to be like a kind of like a butterfly effect kind of game.
Okay.
But you only get two options at the
Oh.
game, so it's just like, why is
What's the point?
of it?
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's hard. It's hard with the games like that where you actually are supposed to have an effect on things. It's like Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain was... I really enjoyed it, but
it's basically a repeat of Mass Effect.
Yeah.
just left out a bunch of shit.
You get the one of three colored endings.
Yeah. You know, Mass Effect ending didn't bother me as much as other people. I mean, I played it after their, like, patch thing, so... I mean, you got a little bit more detail about, like, what actually happened to anyone. I didn't really care about the whole, like, choose one thing or the other. The thing that did bother me the most about it was the fact that you spend so much time with these characters, and then they're like, cool, but don't really worry what happened to them. It doesn't really matter.
Alright.
You know, most of the time when you spend a lot of time with characters, like on a TV show or something, you want to spend a little bit of time, like, finding out what the hell happened to them. Like, you want to know that they're either dead or things are going okay for them after the show, right?
Now let's bring back some floaters.
You would now? Bring back floaters?
Yeah, because I started on a different one, so...
Yeah. You don't need low poly for your floaters, eh?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, okay.
I know, I just wanted to bring them anyway. So
Just to see.
Oh, not just to see, just like, so I have them for later.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yep. All right. I'm gonna finish off this guy, and then the monitor, and then get to some packing.